How about now?
You guys have sound now?
Yeah, you do. Yep, thank you. This is why I love you guys. This is why I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, thank you, Fred. All right, now you guys should have somebody tell me you got sound now. You ought to be able to hear it there now.
Oh, hold on.
Monitor me. Hey, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, I got Ryan Weaver in the house this morning.
Yep.
You got sound? Nice! All right, so, click, take two. The world of live video. Hey, thank you guys for hopping on this morning. And, well, hey, listen, I'll take all the coaching I can get because we haven't done like a two-person setup in a while. I've had to break some of the old Rockin' Little Farmhouse equipment out of mothballs. Anyway, all right, I'm done. I'm done with the Share-O-Rama just about. Let's see.
So as I was saying to you guys, he's got this camera that's up here. You can see I don't normally wear pants for any of my interviews, but I put some on this morning, so.
Yeah, well, this is a new thing. Hey, you know what? We're growing as people over here today, right? We're growing as people. That's awesome. All right, cool. All right, so here we go. Hey, listen, now we got to do all this.
Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, Yaya?
Yeah, Yaya's awesome. She's very cool. Hey, I hope you are having a better week, girl. Hang on, we got to do the official thing. This is the Yo Bro Show, live from the tiny house of rock in beautiful and historic Old Hickory Village outside of Nashville, Tennessee. We are so glad you guys can join us today. Oh, Chance is all good. Hey, Chance, hey, I need you to approve my post. I done shared this to your group. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, it's Friday, and that means it's Red Friday. We're remembering everyone deployed, and I have with me, because usually I just have him in music, but I have him in person. That's my boy Ryan.
What's up, y'all?
I love this man.
We are here to have a good time. I've got 3.5 cups of coffee in me this morning, and we got things started. It's not quite like my pre-workout drink that I take from Alpha Elite that gets my hair crying on my head, and everyone knows that I don't have hair. So.
Oh, listen, when you hit that pre-workout drink, dude, it gives him the gidgets. He'll be talking to me like, okay, dude, if I don't go lift something, I'm gonna blow up. Like, yep.
Chance has been on the phone with me several times when he's caught me right before a workout, and it's like trying to chase the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is. Oops, hang on.
So if you guys could do us a huge favor, we've got 41 people that are on the page right now. It's really, really important that you share it to your page, on your personal pages out there, because we want to spread this out all over the place. We're going to talk about a bunch of really cool things, some stuff that I've had going on recently on my Facebook artist page, projects that I'm working on, some background of Trey and I, if you don't know our background together and how long we've been friends.
Oh, we've been doing this a minute.
But yes, please, just on the bottom left-hand side, just share it out, tell everybody to come and watch, listen to what we got to say. I'd love to get, if we can get 100 some odd people here watching. Trey is just getting the Yo Bro Show started out of this. How long you been doing it?
Well, we started last October.
Yeah.
And I went dark for a minute, and then I moved, so we lost a few people, but some people are starting to find us. One of the things I was going to say is, guys, Terry Lee Yoho, who is my favorite, look, Semper Fi, do or die. Where's Louis Earn? Is he on here? I'll see you in a second. Terry Lee Yoho is one of my favorite yo-broers, mostly because she has the funnest name to say, but she came up with our hashtag shout, shine, and share. So let's do that this morning. Hey, I'm going to do a real quick roll call for some of my regulars. What's up, David? Marcus Lee, I knew you'd be on here, brother.
Marcus is on.
Good morning again, Juice. Sue Jones from the Cambridge, UK. We're so glad you're on, dear. It's about bedtime, isn't it? Or is it late afternoon? I lose track. We're glad you're on here. What's up, Jay, over in Houston? There's Terry Lee Yoho. We got Clint. There's Chance.
Tim Boyd's on.
Tim Boyd is on. Hey, talk to me, brother.
So I got my phone down here. He's looking up there. I'm looking down here at my
You're
phone.
ahead of me. What's up, Lisa? Good morning. Oh, look, Ryan Weaver is on. Yeah, I thought I blocked that guy. Anyway.
Yeah, my phone is going faster than your screen. That's interesting. All this
I don't know. It's so weird. So weird. Good morning, Mary. Let's see who else.
So Mary, just so you know,
Michelle.
you saw the red shirts. This is the latest edition red shirt, Ryan Weaver by
beautiful.
9 Line. If you guys don't know, partner brand with 9 Line Apparel, super pro. Oh, this way, everything's backwards. 9 Line Apparel. This is actually one of my hottest selling shirts. It's actually one of the longest shirts that we've had out there. But one of the cool things I wanted to show you guys. This hat right now is a limited time edition hat that you can get limited. It's actually about to replace the other 9 Line hats that you guys see me wearing all the time. So if you want one of the other ones with the drop line, Chance actually takes a lot of pictures with my hat. I'm looking down here because he just said something. Cool. Chance got a watch party going on. Hey, you guys make a watch party on your page.
Have some fun with this, y'all. Hey, real quick, I'm doing my last little round of shout outs. I've almost caught up. Good morning. Judy's she's in Kansas. Marlene is on. Good morning. Deb's the one who made my baby guitar. And she was also in my video yesterday.
Awesome.
Junior Almond in North Carolina. Burko's on. My cousin Edie's on in Texas. There's Louis Earn. Now Louis Earn is our official chaplain. He's a Marine. He's retired from the Marines, but he ain't retired from kicking butt. And he makes coffee that's like rocket fuel. He's our official chaplain. Hey, Pastor Chris Welburn's on. Good morning, brother. And to all you guys that are watching us on Soul Revival this morning, good morning. Good morning, Rebecca. Okay,
share it out, everybody.
That's right. Share. Okay, I think I'm now in real time. Okay, cool. Hey, thank you guys for joining us. My guest today has been Ryan Weaver. It's been awesome. All right.
We just got things started. I'll be down to 4 cups of coffee.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Really, well, the beautiful thing about this is that we're gonna share this out, but also obviously this will be posted. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, Fred says there's a problem with YouTube. Guys, you know I've been about a week and a half on this new sort of streaming software. I'm not so sure we'll see. Anyway, so if you're having problems, I know it's working on the Tiny House of Rock page. So if you haven't followed the Tiny House of Rock page, please do so. That's where all these cool things are going to start coming. More than just the Yo Bro Show. I've got all kinds of, what is it the internet kids call it? Content. Yes. I got a lot of content that's coming. Oh, thanks, man.
Content and character.
Content and character. That needs to be a new hashtag.
Yeah, there you go.
So, as you guys know, my name is Trey. For those of you who might be new, and I know that not everybody likes to comment on here, but so here's the deal. It's the Yo Bro Show. I am your favorite, unapologetic, God-loving, patriotic rock and roll idiot, and what we talk about here is God, country, and music.
Yes.
And other miscellaneous and sundry fun things. If you're new to the show, some people are going to post some comments that are not going to make sense to you. It's okay. We've been doing this since October, and there are a lot of inside jokes that these kids like to think they like to try to distract me because they know that I'm the world's worst about. And I'll just get off. It said, "Oh, look, a squirrel."
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Sorry. It's I need
the artist in us.
I need a sound.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I really appreciate your support. Always out there. You're always on my pages supporting everything that I'm doing. I truly appreciate that. Thank you.
It's nice to see. Hey, by the way, what's up, Dave Marshall? Hey, look, you're here in spirit, brother. Dave.
T-Mobile Arena, right?
That's right, baby. That's right.
Rocking it out.
Deb, you are so funny. Oh my gosh, you are so funny, Deb. I guess we're gonna have to. Yeah. Hey, so here's the deal. Unlike most mornings, I actually have a little bit of an agenda. Because I was like, look, we got notes. Well, I mean, not a lot. I mean,
he knew a military guy was going to be coming in, so we got to keep an agenda. We got to keep this straight. Okay. Might go a little bit longer than the 30 minutes. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep you guys' attention long enough for a good enough amount of time to. We got some pretty cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we got stuff, man. So
it's amazing to me the number of folks that it was like last night, a perfect example. He had a volleyball tournament last night that he was playing, and a lot of folks don't know, but I met my wife, Kara, playing volleyball. She was so much better than me, and of course, if you have met her, you know she's so much taller than me, and I love it. It's like monkey bars on a playground. But anyway, Trey was playing with folks on his team, and they follow me on. One of them Chelsea follows me on social media and Instagram. And it's interesting because I don't ever look at myself as anything other than who I am. I'm just a normal guy getting to live a dream, but she's been following me for quite some time. And she didn't know that Trey is like my best friend. I mean, she didn't, other than Kara, of course. Kara's my
Well,
best
the
friend.
wife's
Yeah.
always the best friend.
But she didn't know that, and I mean, Trey and I have known each other for quite some time. So if there's anybody out there that, yes, I see a Marine on there, Lewis.
That's Louis Earn.
Louis,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. He's drinking out of your cup, brother.
I'm an Army guy, but we all bleed red, and most of my brothers and sisters in arms are from every service. So I'm happy to say that my brothers and sisters in arms are supported daily by the WeaverCountry crowd.
That's right. Yeah. So Louis actually sent me that cup.
So anyway, we're
out there last night volleyballing.
We've known each other for quite some time. Back to the volleyball side of it, and we'll talk a little bit about that today, so you guys can get a little bit of history, because there are tons of pictures of the biggest performances that I've ever done, and Trey has been on stage with me for almost, pretty much every one of them.
Yeah, it's funny. Funny you should mention that, Ryan. But I thought maybe we'd start off by just talking real quickly about, okay, you and I have known each other since 2012.
Right.
Okay, that's when we
first
first
moved
met.
in. Yep.
Right. So
He was in Nashville.
He was renting a room for Miss Vicky, and you guys have heard me tell the stories of Miss Vicky's home for wayward musicians.
Yes.
she rented rooms out in her condo in Hermitage. And,
Florida Georgia Line actually
one of the
lived with her before me.
Yeah, so pretty
Some
good
of them,
company.
anyway.
Yeah, it was Tyler, the dude who used to have long hair, now he's got short hair, and the guy that everybody's trying to sing like now on country radio.
Right.
Anyway, Tyler lived with her for a while, but anyway, so my boy here is living with her. Anyway, so we met there, and by 2013, we were starting to have conversations. Now, I've actually shared this story with people about with people even that aren't in the music business about sticking to your guns. You're like, I want to put on a rockin' show.
Right.
My country show is rockin'. And you came to me and he goes, hey, I'm hiring these musicians to do these showcases and stuff, and I got these amazing players, but dude, they're standing there looking at charts, and I'm wanting to put on a rock show, and I'm like, dude, you're in Nashville.
Yeah.
Man, quit paying these guys all this money. I said, get some guys that want to play.
Yeah.
So
want to have fun, want to entertain. I mean, because everybody knows that I'm not the best vocalist in the world, but the entertainment aspect of my show is really what I think for us is
the
probably
live show.
The live show is the most important thing, is the entertainment value, because you can have an amazing vocalist that just stands there, but you got to be really, really special.
Yep.
And if you've seen my live show, then you know that I don't like to stand anywhere. I like to stand everywhere.
All right, so to that end, I would like to introduce you to our guest today, which is a trip down memory lane. So check this out.
Are you kidding?
Nope. All right, so check this out. That was the very, very first rehearsal. That was the very, very first rehearsal in the basement. I found that picture. Can you guys hear? Can you guys see this? Yeah, so that's the very first show at Tootsie's.
15,000 people downtown on Broadway.
Yes, Don Jones had posted this on his Facebook, and I ripped it. His girlfriend took this on his cell phone. That's out in front of Tootsie's on 5th Avenue and Broadway, guys, in 2013 in November. We practiced in that basement. What am I doing? Look at me banging my head like I'm in Metallica. Good Lord.
And this
Drake Dixon.
Drake Dixon's sitting on stage.
Yeah. So we banged this out in the basement like a bunch of kids. We learned a bunch of your tunes. And this night was Ryan's sort of live debut in Nashville, opening for Troy Gentry and Terry Clark. And
we had already done CMA Fest, but yeah, this was actually
this is before CMA Fest. This was. This is the very, very first thing we did. And then that's Carrie Lloyd. So there's always been a top hat on stage. But the thing is, it was like watching Ryan get shot out of a gun. 2 nights in a row. We played for Tootsie's. The next night was the night of the George Jones Memorial. And so we were on that same stage 2 nights in a row to packed streets downtown. But Ryan had never really had a chance to completely cut loose. We learned his songs, and all 5 of us that were in the band, we were all dudes. We were all dudes that just wanted to play. This is rare, unseen footage shot at the Burn music video debut.
Oh, wow.
Remember the guy who came from like one of those military magazines? Yeah, this is on the plaza at Bridgestone. And of course, I just put Burn underneath it. I don't know what song this is, but they got all this footage you've probably never even seen that I found in our Dropbox. Yeah, and you can see my hair's growing out. Yeah. I look like a page boy. I got this crazy. But then this is more the modern era. This is the modern era. This is your boy at his best right there. This little cut up I put together. Yeah, this is right outside of T-Mobile. This is when we're playing
Las
outside.
Vegas.
I don't have any video from inside, but this is from outside. But this is Ryan these days, man. This is what the show looks like. The hat's a little bigger. He's super animated. You know, we've got a great band, and we have a great time.
Oh,
You
there's
know,
Adam kicking it up.
There's Adam. Yeah, there's the little twin guitar thing in the middle of our opener. So anyway, this is kind of what things are like when you go see one of our shows. It does not look like a typical country show, right? But here we go. Ready? Here comes a ginormous flashback. You ready for this? That's the first picture anybody ever took of the two of us on stage together. That's at the Tootsie's thing. Look at that, dude. And then that is the picture from a couple of years ago.
Yeah, when I was with Grunt Style.
Yeah, how about that, man?
It's awesome.
How about that, dude? That's the history, y'all. We've been doing this a minute, 7 years.
Dave's like, who's the caveman playing guitar? That's funny.
Oh my God, that's awesome, man. Hey, what's up, Abe? Abe done hopped on. Keith's on. Oh yeah, a bunch of our folks have started to catch up, man. Yeah, hey, Marcus Lee. By the way, I've actually got some video of you when we were playing on the T-Mobile Plaza outside the arena this past year. I got Marcus doing his Weaver Company dubs.
The WeaverCountry dubs.
Yeah,
That's
it's
great, man.
awesome, dude.
Hey, if you just came on and you didn't, I don't know how much of this you got to see before you came on. Does it start at the beginning when somebody comes on, or how's that work?
I think it's real time.
Okay.
Oh
so
no, I don't think. I think they hop in the middle and then yeah.
So if you guys could if you just came on, please share this on your Facebook pages. Let's get a bunch of folks up there, and then obviously we'll post this on the page to stay permanent. But they just missed actually that I've never seen that mix up that he just did on the.
Hey, and what's funny,
that was
brother,
really
is
cool,
I threw that together yesterday afternoon in about an hour because I found on a couple of old hard drives all these old pictures and stuff. And I've been threatening you for a couple of years to do sort of a here's what we've been through the past 7 years. So that's like hey, I don't start work till October 1st. I got some time.
Right.
I'm gonna put together the definitive Ryan Weaver in Nashville documentary.
And he's got three of the biggest. Well,
yeah, this is funny. I call that my giant wall o' Weaver. That's like
so that being Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
That being
Bridgestone.
Huckabee at Bridgestone. That was the fourth or fifth time we played Bridgestone. And then he's got the one over here where we were at the Volunteer Jam with Charlie Daniels. And,
Bridgestone, no big deal. We play there all the time.
Ryman Auditorium over on this one. So it's interesting when I get folks that don't know who I am, especially on social media and the haters. I love
haters gonna hate.
I love to hate. I love the haters. But the folks that are like, you're nobody. And I'm like, you're right. I'm nobody. I'm not. But I have been able to do some incredible things due to the support of our hero community out there that have been behind me with all this. And Trey's been right next to me pretty much on. He and Craig have been. Craig missed out on the Ryman. Kerry Noyd was with us on that, but Craig missed out on the Ryman. But Craig's been on the stage with me just the same for pretty much everything. And Brian Good when we did full
that's
band
right.
stuff.
Brian has been with us since the beginning. Our drummer, Brian Good.
Brian Good's been with us since the beginning. And if guitar players weren't such... Oh, I'm kidding.
We've run through a few guitar players.
I'm kidding, Dave. No, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey.
Well, it's neat because I call that the Wall of Weaver. And it's like Craig and I were talking one time. She's like, hey, we just hang around with Ryan to see what we're going to knock off our bucket list next. Because we may not play all the time, but when he calls us to play, it's like, hey, we get on a plane. We're fitting to go someplace.
Well, I mean,
it was fun, man.
I think that the best thing about having the guys that we've had in the band, and obviously the consistent folks in the band, I'm friends with every one of them, and they're just great people. We've got, just some. I mean, I know that there are stressful times, and there's always going to be hurdles that you got to overcome and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, we've got just really, really good people. And the one thing, if any of you out there ever bring us to bring us to a show, the band likes to interact with people too. It's not just like, hey, I'm gonna go out there and do the autograph signing and all that stuff and get to hang out with folks and shake hands or shake babies and kiss hands, whatever. But but the band likes to get out there and talk to folks and have a good time too. So you get a pretty
you got personable
family.
people who kind of are, the part of the deal is if you're in the band, you buy into the cause, which is we've spent so much time helping the military out. And then and through
law
your
enforcement, first responders,
yeah, everybody,
all of it,
and through the Celebrate America campaign with the PBR, and so kind of I'm going to kind of assume, because I've given everybody some homework, is like, hey, go look through your page and look through some of the videos and things. You've done
Angela down in Florida, Eric Wilson, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Sweet.
Got some of my Citrus County old Citrus County, Eric. I mean. Yeah, some Citrus County folks and some and Angela. And Angela and I have been friends since before I moved up to Nashville.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's cool. And
long before, actually.
All right, so I have a couple of quick questions.
Okay.
All right, because I polled my audience, and I want to tell all you Yo-Broers, with the exception of one person, you let me down. One person sent me a legitimate, hey, I have a question, which I will get to in a moment.
Well, we can field questions here too.
If you guys don't mind the lag, you're going to ask a question. We're going to answer it 2 minutes later. But first of all, I just want to say, here we go. And this is my question. Okay, we talked about our history.
Yeah,
we're tired. And having been there for a bunch of this stuff, so what is your...
Hold on, there is one piece of history that you guys might not know. So when Trey met Vicky, shortly thereafter, I met Kara. Very, very close in time frame.
That's right.
So essentially, and then one of the first times that we met, we actually wrote a song together.
That's right. It was like...
It was the first time.
Well, no,
it was maybe
we were several
time.
months in, because you were out doing things, and it was a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, he's got a much better memory. But anyway, we met my current wife, and then your friend now, Vicky. But anyway, all that aside, but we met about the same time. So
yeah, that was funny because the both of us ended up getting married pretty close to the same time.
Yeah.
That's
he was actually one of my groomsmen.
Yeah, that was cool, and still one of the prettiest weddings I've ever seen in my life, if not the prettiest bride I think I've ever seen. Sorry to both of my ex-wives.
Thanks, Tim Boyd. I appreciate that that compliment.
Really. Oh yeah, buddy. Tim's the real deal, brother. All right, so real quick. So if you had to pick out, what is your favorite over the last 7 years? I'm just going to count since you came to Nashville. What is your favorite single moment that you look back on? You're like, boom, that was just my favorite thing.
Man, that's. Does it have to be one?
Okay, well, pick a scenario. Maybe
well,
several.
let me give you. There've been so many incredible things that we've been able to do.
Right.
I would say the two favorite things that, I mean, gosh, man, that is hard because we've done so many incredible things.
Did I just throw you a Tommy Lauren question? Like, did you?
Yeah, Tommy Lauren asked me. She asked me, like, what do you want to be? If you guys didn't get to see the Fox Nation interview that I did with Tommy Lauren, you can get a free Fox Nation trial. Go check it out. We just did previews on that stuff.
It was a great interview.
We did some previews on social media, but it's a paid service. But you can get a free trial on it. There's like a 45-minute interview that she asked me a question at the end of it and said, "What do you want to be remembered by?"
Yeah.
And that's like, holy cow, what can I say in that? So, but anyway, and then of course I get emotional when I got to answer those kind of questions just because it matters.
So he just wept. That's all he did. He just wept for 5 minutes, and she consoled him.
Because I'm good like that. But so I mean, I would say that the most amazing thing in the last 7 years was getting married.
Okay.
I would say that when I turned around and watched Kara walk down the aisle.
Dude, it got all of us.
Oh, man. It was absolutely incredible. That was the most amazing moment of my last 7 years. But musically...
Which is kind of where I was going. We assumed that you'd say getting married. Good answer. Because if you had kids, then you'd be like, the birth of my...
Right.
Yeah, I got you. So musically, what do you...
So there have been 3 moments that were just epic. I mean, that are 4 moments that were just epic because I used them as my gauge of saying, I had boots in the sand in Iraq in 2003, boots on the center circle of the Grand Ole Opry stage in 2015.
Was it 15? Wow.
Yeah, 2015, September 11th in 2015.
Right.
And then boots on the stage in Madison Square Garden to be able to have my, sing in Madison Square Garden. Just the gravity of doing that kind of a performance and then getting to sing the national anthem for Trump Jr. was pretty incredible. But I have to say that you remember when we went out for sound check at the Ryman.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'll tell you, going out for sound check at the Ryman Auditorium, it was really the first big I mean, big moment that we had in Nashville, because the CMA Fest was cool, but it was, I mean, it's like a festival stage.
Right.
But to walk out on the Ryman stage and do that sound check after going through the club scene, going through the festival scene, always being the first person there to set up sound in the bars and clubs and the banners, and figuring out how to market myself at the beginning in the bars.
And you did all that yourself. It was just you.
And then my band would come in. They would set up. I mean, I was working with some amazing musicians that were in the Army, but they would set up, and then I was the last one to go out because I had the sound system that we brought with us. But going from that, and knowing what it meant to stand on the Mother Church of Country Music stage, and perform opening for the late great Charlie Daniels, as one of them, Phil Vassar. I mean, there was
a bunch of people.
The
in that
lineup
building.
that night was just incredible. But being able to do that, get on the Ryman stage, and then, I mean, it was like big show. I mean, then we did Bridgestone Arena with the Volunteer Jam in between Ted Nugent and Michael W. Smith to a sold out arena. That one was pretty overwhelming, and it was not because of the crowd. It's because everything that happened all of a sudden when we went to go on stage. And I know I'm not answering your question like you wanted one thing, but
you're drilling it down to a handful. But that's okay.
I mean, we ended up. If a lot of folks don't know the story about when we played Bridgestone inside for the first time. So Ted Nugent, Michael W. Smith, we
were like in between, because Volunteer Jam, everybody gets up and does one or two songs on the big acts,
and
right?
even the big acts do one or two songs. So and I was only going to be doing three. I had 3 minutes. Get the song out of the way and go. And Six Wire was the
backing band.
Was the backing band, and they're just
awesome.
an incredible group of musicians. But anyway, Ted Nugent had his own band there, so we're sitting next to the stage, and I was told that Stormy Warren, who's on the Highway, he's a DJ on the Highway. He was going to introduce Sean Hannity, and Sean Hannity was going to introduce me. Well, it turned out that Sean Hannity had to go back early. I actually talked about this in the Tommy Lahren interview, too.
Right.
He had to go back early for a show, and Stormy Warren introduced us. Well, when Ted Nugent's band, they turned off the amps. They unplugged all their instruments. And all of a sudden, Six Wire has to come on stage, and Stormy Warren's like, Ryan Weaver. And I was like, we're all standing there. We're
not even plugged in yet.
He just said we weren't even on stage.
Yeah, we're not even plugged in yet.
So I just walked out, and I mean, then I had time to talk. And of course, obviously, you can see I have no problem talking.
This is never an issue.
No, but especially when I have coffee. But so they gave me some time to talk.
Yeah.
And the first thing I could think of, I said, hey, I just want to thank Ted Nugent and Charlie Daniels for opening up for me tonight. And this was, nobody knew who I was.
20,000 people all laughed.
Yeah,
it could have gone either way, but everybody laughed.
Yeah.
It was good.
So anyway, but yeah, I mean, that was an incredible. And then I got to sing What You Think of Me, which I co-wrote with Craig. You guys have seen the video on my social media.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that we performed What You Think of Me live in a big setting like that. And then the next time was on the Grand Ole Opry stage.
That's right, yeah.
So anyway, that was an incredible. But the Grand Ole Opry.
Then doing the Grand Ole Opry, not the Ryman, but the Grand Ole Opry.
On the Grand Ole Opry show.
On September 11th.
On September 11th.
I can't believe that was 2015.
Yeah, I know. And Charlie Daniels introducing me.
15?
Yeah. 15. And then Charlie Daniels introducing me for that one, which was just incredible. Gave me a big hug afterwards.
I was going to say, timeout, sidebar. Anybody who's watching, and a few of his guys, like the Wheelers and some folks that work for Charlie, watch sometimes, tell me if I'm wrong. Getting a hug from Charlie Daniels might be the best experience in the world.
It absolutely
if you
was.
haven't, I mean, God rest his soul. Anybody who got a chance to get a hug from Uncle Charlie, oh man, I didn't want him to let me go. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it was incredible.
It was a good deal. That was a good deal that day.
But then I've talked about Madison Square Garden. I will tell you that because the band and everybody was there with me. I got to perform some amazing arenas with AT&T Stadium in front of over 40,000 and all that. I mean, that was great. But T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for the World Finals. This one right here.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of an interesting, real quick story on that, guys. But So we were doing sound check, and I decided last minute that I wanted to go out to the island. They call it Shark Cage, out in the middle.
So this is in the middle of the dirt.
The middle of the
arena.
dirt that's in the arena. So
riders.
if we've got tons of pictures of that, but I wanted to go from the stage out to the middle of the arena, and this is this massive arena, World Finals, biggest event that the PBR has, and I told Trey has told me this, his opinion about this situation. There've been so many things that I've done that I've just had. I said this is what I want to do, and I willed it into place. Yeah,
that's exactly right. Because we're like, I don't think it'll work. We don't know if the mic will reach from wirelessly.
Yeah,
I mean, there's like, no, it's gonna happen.
But I always said at the beginning, I do interviews and stuff with people on the radio and say, they said, what do you want to do in country music? And I've always said that I want to be singing to sold out arenas with people singing my song, people singing my music. Well, we got out there, nobody knew who I was, and Steven Tyler from Aerosmith was the headliner in 2016, and I was the headliner in 2017 on their main night on Saturday night.
So people are wondering, who's this guy?
Yeah, who's this guy? Well, That's What America Means to Me. The song That's What America Means to Me is, you guys, if you watch my AT&T performance, we have it there. But it really, I got out there and I said to the band, I'm going to teach them the chorus to the song, right, and then have them sing along with me. So we ended up lighting up the arena for the first arena that we lit up with the PBR, and I taught them the chorus, and the whole crowd was singing the chorus back and forth, and it was one of the, when I say that this is what I wanted to do with my career, I mean, I forced the crowd to do it.
Yeah, but
I
it was
didn't
great.
force them, but no,
but he taught them like that, and then they all started singing.
It's not a hard chorus to learn, but
no, but still, there's just something about standing in a place that big and having everybody sing. Gosh, dude, when I say bucket list, I mean that's one of those things. And then Crazy Monkey Boy's out there in the middle getting everybody up. Then he has to take off across the dirt, and kind of in the dark, and try not to hit the pyro.
Yeah.
It's just trying to weave his way back up onto the stage.
They put down chalk where I had to go because all the pyro was sitting out in the dirt.
They blow some stuff up, man. If you've never been to a PBR
burn it up, blow
event,
it up,
man,
all that stuff. Yeah,
there's loud music and pyro. It's like a Metallica concert with bulls.
But it was pretty incredible. That was an awesome opportunity to get to do that, and the rest of 2018 and 19 were just incredible. Got to do some shows in Australia, and my Australian family over there absolutely loved them, and they're talking about not letting any. I was supposed to do I think 5 shows with them this year, and they locked down that country like nobody's business. They're talking about not letting foreigners come in there till 2024.
Well, hey. Well, at least they're in a pretty place.
Yeah, well, man.
They just don't want to share. All right, so real quick. All right, so the first question took 25 minutes, so I'm gonna skip the next 2, and I'm gonna get to the. Hey, here we go.
I'll do later answers.
Hey, now we get to the real questions. Okay? Interview questions that nobody will ask you. All right, you ready? All right, favorite sport and favorite team.
I would say college football is my primary favorite sport. PBR would be my second favorite sport. Really love it. I mean, I have been to a NASCAR race, so I really like that too because my face was on the hood of a car. But
that was fun.
Yeah, college football and of course the Gators. Go Gators.
And
my wife is a Seminole, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
we're still friends. I let that. He gets a pass on the Gators thing.
But my oldest brother Steve, he's a Gator fan. Aaron used to be a Gator fan.
Yeah.
We'll get Erin, my niece, is actually
she's there.
Savannah, Aaron's daughter. She's actually going to Florida State,
right.
so she's gonna be annoyed.
So we guys are all right. We're a house divided over there. I get
it's all good.
All right. So next up, favorite flavor of ice cream.
Ooh. Rocky Road.
Okay,
Rocky Road.
All right. Hey, what's a song that you hate that everybody loves? And you can't use WAP because I've already beat that into the ground this week with everybody I've talked to. I don't even know if you've heard that.
Ooh,
what's a song you just can't stand that you don't know why people like it?
Oh goodness, I probably. I doubt very seriously anybody's gonna.
You
really
rather than watching
anything Taylor Swift has.
Okay, but you don't say. All right, so what's a song that you love that other people?
Oh, I did
probably
it the
hate?
opposite. I'm sorry. Something I hate. So
Yeah.
is this the opposite now?
Yeah, so
Something I
you hate-
love. I'm sorry.
No, I asked you first. What's something
gotcha.
that you hate that everybody else loves? You don't like Taylor Swift?
I haven't been a fan of her music.
Okay, that's cool.
Anyway,
all right, so let's skip over. What's something that you love that other people hate? Hey, it's musical tastes, man. This is no judgment. What's something you love that other people can't stand?
I actually, I don't know, because it may be a toss up as to whether they hate it or not. But I used to love, and I still do, like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Oh, you like the boy band stuff?
Oh, I love the boy band music.
Really?
Karen
All
and
right,
I,
that's all right.
we sit upstairs playing pool, and she'll DJ all the old stuff in a CD
Boy
player.
bands, okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, dude. Fair
Oh, yeah.
enough. Well, I mean, okay, cool. That's awesome. So the one question, and this is we're going to kind of segue now into a different sort of area of things. Thank you for answering that, by the way. Boxers or briefs?
Commando. No, I'm kidding. Boxer briefs. How about both?
Yeah,
of those
that's
together?
right. See, that's why I started wearing boxer briefs. So if anybody ever asks, you just go both.
Both.
Or none. So all right. So real quick, the one question that was submitted. Now I'm gonna flow back through here. Now listen, all you guys, quit jumping in here with your. I know somebody said War Eagle. Thank you, Burko. I'm surprised. Did any one of you guys missed a perfect chance to say Roll Tide? That's one of our inside jokes. And Tim Boyd said Wham. No, I'm not even going there. Don't even.
Hey, Tim Boyd. Actually, I gotta tell you something. Because of my wife, I am a huge George Michael fan.
Yes, George Michael.
Dude,
Yes.
Some of the Wham songs bring you back to those days in your life,
I
but
don't know.
yeah, I mean, I can't.
They're all saying this because I took a poll and nobody agreed with me, but I think Last Christmas is the absolute worst Christmas song ever, and it's that Wham song. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah.
These guys love to just, and that's why just every now and then they'll throw Wham in there because anyway.
I got you.
Anyway. So here we go. All right. So one question that got asked me was, and you don't have them on today, but when you do most of your interviews, you've got your dog tags on.
Yeah,
So real
I
quick,
forgot them. I'm sorry.
that's okay. That's all right, dude. But the dog tags are in your promo pictures, and every time you perform and things like that, you've got the dog tags on. Maybe not everybody knows who the dog tags are, so give them kind of the Clips Notes version of that.
So I have 4 dog tags that I always wear. I have Aaron's honor tag.
That's his brother.
Randy's honor tag, my
Brother-in-law.
who also was.
Yep.
They were both killed in action. My dog tag and my oldest brother Steve's, and they're all back to back because we got each other's backs. I always wear them back to back. And the thing is, I don't know. I can never tell which one's gonna be on the front. They always end up flipping back and forth. But it seems like Randy likes to be on the front more than Aaron does. I don't know why. But yeah, I was watching I pay attention to that because my sister Shannon said Randy's dog tag always seems to be on the front because she notices details like that. And
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't offend her or anything like
Right.
that. And I said, yeah, I never could control which one's on there, but Randy does seem to want to be on
in
the
the
front.
front?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe he's sending a message.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway.
But yeah, so Stacy had asked that, and I know that not everybody's heard your whole story, but 2-time Gold Star family member.
Yes.
I mean, it's like what?
Marcus Lee, wake me up.
Thanks.
Wake
Yeah,
me up
I gave him a ha-ha. I gave him a ha-ha.
All right.
Jeez, dude. Anyway, so that's the story on the dog tags. You lost your 2 brothers. You're a 2-time Gold Star family member. And I know you got a chance to talk about this a lot in a lot of interviews, and it's funny because no matter how many times I hear you tell the story, I mean, it never doesn't get me. Are you gonna? We can't get What You Think of Me yet. You haven't released that yet, have you?
We have not released it. We have recorded What You Think of Me as essentially a demo, an acoustic demo.
Okay.
But we have not released the song. I mean, that was Craig and I wrote that song on the 10th anniversary of Aaron's death.
Right.
And to think that it's been that long since we wrote it, but we haven't released it. I got to be honest with you. I've been spending in the music business. Everybody they spend money on albums,
Right?
And I spend money on, reinvest back into my business on music videos and singles because hardly anybody ever downloads an album anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's hard enough nowadays because a lot of folks don't realize that on the digital download side of things, that's an artist and the writers make money off of digital downloads, but the streaming side of it, there's no money in it. I mean, I think we're almost at 500,000 streams on Spotify for Burn, and you're looking at 0.007 cents a stream. Yeah. So there's no money in it, and streaming services are really taking it, artists to the cleaners. But anyway, so putting What You Think of Me is recorded, but I want to wait until we can apply it towards something that's going to be meaningful, because that song, We Have Never Forgotten, and I wrote that for the Celebrate America EP. Right. Co-wrote it for the Celebrate America EP. But What You Think of Me is a really, really special song, and there's got to be something that it can be applied to. I mean, I've sent it out to folks who have lost a loved one. That's cool. And they've played it in their memorial services and different things like that. But we just haven't released the song yet. But it'll come out eventually. Plus, we want to get a full-on, powerful recording of it. Yeah. And the way that I want it to be done, it's likely going to cost more than I can afford right now without any shows or speaking engagements out there. So thank you very much for buying my T-shirts.
Yeah, really. So he's a country music artist who basically right now is making money on T-shirts and hats and boots.
Well, I mean, boots.
Branding, baby.
Yeah. I mean,
branding.
He's forged leather out there.
Right.
There's, my brands. I've been fortunate. The brands are doing well during this COVID time.
So all right, so I brought that song up because there's another song that I want to bring into kind of things, and as I'm going to try to bring things into the wheelhouse under an hour. So if you decide to share this later to the Instagram thing, it'll work. Here's the deal.
How are we doing on time?
We're at about 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, man.
So, dude, I know, dude. When you and I get to talk, and think, even when the camera's not on, imagine what hanging out with us is like. When there's coffee, and in some cases, coffee and tequila going. Back in the days when it was tequila and tequila. Someday, perhaps we should. Actually, we're never going to talk about those days.
Hey, let's talk about tequila real quick.
Let's not talk about tequila. Oh, okay. Well, you can tell them about your tequila.
So, hey, guys, I want to make the official announcement today.
That's right.
I'm actually going to put a video out about it. I posted about Leatherwood Distilleries here in Tennessee. I'm partnering with Leatherwood Distilleries to create, you can't call it tequila because it's not distilled in Mexico. It's actually going to be distilled here in Tennessee, so it can be called an agave spirit. Tequila is pretty much what it is, but at a micro distillery owned by a veteran, former Special Operations Andy. The man is just incredible. But small town USA right here in Tennessee, we're going to have
Pleasant View, up in the View.
And we're going to call it Gold Star Agave Spirits. And we're looking at the next couple months getting that out. So once we release that live, you can actually buy it by the case in 36 states nationwide. So I'll have one of my bucket list things to do has always been to have my own alcohol.
There you go.
And partnering with him, we're going to have the Gold Star Agave Spirit.
That's awesome. And I will gladly sniff it. I'm sure it smells great.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing as we bring it into the wheelhouse. Here we go. I actually have a Bible verse that I'm gonna drop on you guys. And then we're going to talk about this. This came out of Psalms. I was looking for this over this week. I've been thinking a lot about what we were going to talk about and a lot of what's going on in the world. And I came back to this Psalm. Giving justice to the weak and the fatherless, maintain the right of the afflicted and the destitute, rescue the weak and needy, deliver them from the hand of the wicked. All right? There's a lot that's going on in the world that we don't talk about a whole lot. But you're on a project now that, and this has been on my heart for weeks as you started talking more and more about what's going on. And I'm going to let you kind of explain what's going on. But this psalm talks about, and this is King David talking to God about our role. Okay? He's asking God to protect the people who cannot protect themselves and delivering them from the hand of the wicked. So talk to me about what your next project is, bro.
Well, I'm going to start by, you guys probably see me post on social media about, like the Cuties movie and the normalization of pedophilia, the words that nobody wants to talk about on Amazon Prime, trying to make people, think that it's a normal thing and trying to understand it. I don't, there's no understanding it. I believe that there's no place for it in society. I was actually extremely disappointed in a recent Saturday Night Live skit that The Rock did. They just did it, and I don't ever and will never think that molesting children is comedy. and they did a comedy skit just recently. It's posted on
Bad form,
my
boys.
page,
Bad
but
form.
talking about a robot that molests children. I was real surprised that The Rock did that. But anyway, all that aside, we're working on a project right now. It's called Arrival. Folks out there don't know about it. We posted an announcement that we just brought Chuck Liddell on board. We got an amazing cast of heroes with 3 Benghazi heroes. Craig Sawman Sawyer, who's got a show called Contraland that's out on cable television. He's already doing that show and busting pedophiles. Essentially, they're catfishing them and sting operations on pedophiles. The Arrival short film public service announcement. It took us 2 months to film Burn, and that was a pretty substantial budget for that. I've been working on this since October, and it has been like wading through waist-deep wet concrete to try and get this thing done. Get it funded. And it's a subject that nobody wants to talk about, but you're starting to see a whole lot of Save Our Children. By the way, don't use Save the Children, because that's Bill Gates' nonprofit that he has, and I have no reason to want to support that. But Save Our Children has been out there. The Arrival short film public service announcement, if you want to donate to that.
And Chance just put a link up to the video.
There it is.
So in the
Thanks,
comments,
Chance.
under Chance Scholl's name, there's a YouTube link to Ryan's talking about the Arrival video and information about that.
Yeah, and I've posted it a few times on my social media. I'll post it again. But the bottom line is we're taking Venmo contributions. I'm not calling them donations, because the Venmo contributions and anything contributed to the film is not going through a nonprofit. A lot of folks have actually expressed that they are glad that it's not going through a nonprofit. However, for those folks out there that the Venmo account is WeaverCountry. It's just that easy.
Actually, I put that in the description.
It's
right up here in the description, or over there in the description.
Okay.
Wherever you're at.
But so if you want to contribute, I'll fund this thing $10 at a time, and every single penny. Anybody that knows me out there, every single penny.
Thank you,
is
Louis.
going to go.
He put another link up there to the.
Great.
Yep. Thank you, Louis.
Yes, thank you. That's an awesome one. But so every single penny is going to go to the project. It's not going to be spent on anything other than the project. But I am also now on the board of Operation Lightshine.
Right.
I am
also in the description is a link to their Facebook page.
There's a link to their Facebook page. Everybody go in there and follow Operation Lightshine. We are a new organization out of Nashville. I'm they call me the Secretariat.
The Secretariat?
Yeah, I'm the Secretariat of the board. But an amazing organization that we're getting started, headed up by a current Special Forces amazing story behind him, the president. We've got a great group of board members. Everybody their hearts are in this to do the right thing, to protect our children, to protect others, not necessarily just children, because Nashville, I actually just had a friend of mine that said in Gallatin, a house just got raided, I think either yesterday or the day before, as a human trafficking ring here in Gallatin.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think that it's happening in small town USA, but a lot of it is happening, and we want to make sure that we can stop it. So Operation Lightshine, you guys go check them out, follow their page. You're going to start seeing some great content. We have a 501. I was going to allude to this as well. If you feel that you want to donate through a nonprofit organization, the first earmarked campaign or activity that Operation Lightshine is going to do is get this film funded as well. So if you feel that you have to donate through a nonprofit organization, or you want to donate through a nonprofit organization, we'll have nonprofit status as soon as it's approved. It's already been applied for. But as soon as we have that 501c3 going, we are an organization, an LLC already set up.
Cool.
But for donations down the line.
All right. So there's a lot going on, and a lot of people are not talking about this because it's not comfortable.
We froze over here.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's the computer, not the.
Oh, gotcha.
We're still good over. Oh, actually, no, we froze over there too. Huh. Weird. Wonder what's up.
It's going on my phone.
Oh, no, it's going here. Okay, we're going here.
Yeah, it's going here.
All right, so good. Squirrel. Yeah, Comcast. Great. I've killed me MacBook. I'm done talking to those people anyway. Hey, so anyway, yeah, it's something that not everybody wants to talk about, but I love the idea of behind the short film. I love the fact that you're getting involved with Operation Light Shine, and the fact is, awareness is one of those things you hear people talk about all the time. We're trying to raise awareness. We're trying to raise awareness. In this world that we're living in, there is so much noise.
Chance actually just he put it up there as well. Yes. So next year we're actually going to do a fundraising concert with the Shadow Warrior Riders Motorcycle Club, and that'll be down in Florida. And we're going to throw down. We're going to we'll throw down a full-on show.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So raising awareness means we're going to try to cut through all the noise because the media doesn't cover these types of things.
Right.
There were 150 kids freed last week in 3 separate raids, but you never even made the news because of all the other ugliness going on up here. So when people talk about raising awareness for something, it is truly raising awareness. And what's great about this film is there are a lot of other nonprofit organizations that are fighting human trafficking that don't have the funds to do that. So these guys are going to make this film and give it to those organizations that they can tag their organization on the front or on the back for free. They can use this. And I'm just interested to know what my role is going to be because I've got a history here in every single one of his videos. I've had a pretty significant role.
You have.
I know there's only been 2 videos, but still, I was in them.
What was actually interesting was he had this beard in the first one.
Oh my God, that's right.
He looked like this in Crank It.
In the Crank It video, I was short haired and short bearded.
Bernie had a big one. Yeah.
I've
Never
always had a
forgotten.
big one.
Though. Yeah. Well, we don't.
The beard. The beard. Anyway, in all seriousness, man, I listen. We've been friends for a long time. Music aside, we have a blast, and I'm glad we got a chance to talk this morning. And so, you guys, if you get a chance to support Ryan, please do in whatever endeavor he's undertaking, because you just got to understand where Ryan's coming from is all heart. I'm gonna brag on you. I'm gonna gush on you a minute. It's all heart. And a genuine willingness to make a difference in the world. And I think we all want to do that. So, WeaverCountry.com.
Sandy Cross just came on. How you doing, Miss Cross?
Oh, cool.
Mrs. Cross.
So, so WeaverCountry.com is the website. Ryan Weaver Country on Facebook and on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. Check out all the videos and, support my brother here because, I'm telling you, there's a lot of good things going on. I appreciate you. I appreciate you more and more every day. And I really, really... And I'm going to finish that little... Seriously, when I think about what's going on in 7 years and all these amazing things, I think about all the funny little moments. You can't make this stuff up. We've had so many just genuinely fun and funny times. When we go on the road, it's like a rolling 8th grade locker room or like a rolling summer camp. It's like we have so much fun just, cutting up and hanging out and doing some really cool things. And quite frankly, we've helped a lot of people. And I'm saying we, meaning like I'm just thankful to be a part of you helping people out, and particularly with veterans and first responders. Working with Ryan, I will tell you that, and I say this all the time, it's like I did not serve, and a lot of people ask me where I served, and I was like, I didn't serve. At the time when you guys decided to serve, I was at the most selfish, self-centered, arrogant time of my life, and the last thing I would have thought about was serving my country. But I'll bet you I'll spend every last breath supporting our military and our veterans for the rest of my life, and getting to meet people and hear the stories when we played shows, standing around afterwards and just and having people open up to you and you talking to, it's just been an amazing thing. So support this brother. He's the real deal.
So we're closing out the show now, huh? Is that what
we're wrapping up? Yeah.
Okay,
we're going to try to close it up so that if you want to put it on your Instagram, it'll be 59 minutes.
So if I could say this to everybody out there, before every single one of our shows, before every single one of our concerts, we've had a ritual. And if you don't know this ritual, I'm going to tell you about it right now. But most people that have seen our shows or have known me for quite some time know that we have a ritual. We always do the WeaverCountry Huddle, as we call it.
Yep.
And the WeaverCountry Huddle, Trey usually leads us in prayer. And
we do huddle up like a football team.
And we huddle up like a football team, but Trey leads us in prayer. And then the last thing that I always tell them before they go on stage, and I'm going to give this advice to every single one of you out there, and it's the way that I've lived my life, unfortunately due to circumstances that I've had, but fortunately it's provided some amazing inspiration. I always tell them, this is the last show you're ever going to play. Yeah. If you ever leave anything on stage, then you've done my brothers a disservice for the sacrifices that they have made so that you can go out here and chase your dreams. So let's go out and honor them. So with you guys out there, this is the last show you're ever going to play every single day, because you never know if tomorrow's a given. So go out and make it your best.
Whoo! That's it, man.
I love you guys.
Thank you, brother. I love
guys
you,
be
man.
safe.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. You guys know how to find me if you want to find me, or if you have any other questions. I mean, hey, just shoot a note over here to the Yo Bro Show 2019 at gmail.com. You can also follow this page on YouTube at Tiny House of Rock. And let me, before I hop off here real quick, hang on. For those of you who are maybe watching for the first time, if you don't mind, hop over and like and follow Tiny House of Rock, because this is the kind of thing that I'm going to get into doing way, way more. I do the Yo Bro Show every morning, 7:30-ish. It's all about encouragement, a little bit of accidental inspiration, and a lot of laughs. Join the fracas every morning. If you would follow the page, share the show. I'm going to do more things like this, and I appreciate you guys following. And that, my friend, then what we do is we do this, and we pretend to talk for a minute, and I play one more song here.
See, I kept my pants on through the whole thing.
And you did keep your pants on. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to send him out with "He's Still Your President." There we go.
You guys be safe.
All right. Love you guys. I'm waiting for somebody. Keith Clark got it. No, Tim Boyd. Somebody always has to say, "Are we still on?" And that's because I would turn the screen off, and Corey was always going, "Are we still on? Are we still on?" And it was still going out over the air. All right, cool, guys. We love you. Thank you for joining us. Look at my little Captain America. My little yo bro. Look at that. All right, are you still sucked in? Because I'm still sucked in. Are you good? Oh! I got you beat. I got the COVID-19 right there, baby.
Everybody's always still on.
And now I don't know how to. Hang on, I got to stop it right here.
Love you too, Dave.